Welcome back to Command Block Survival. Today, I have a chill episode in mind, and it has to do with this creaking. So I want a dog. That way we don't have to manually hit the creaking for the resin to drop off. And also, just partially, because there's no dog anywhere on the island. We got a lot of other animals, but yeah, no dogs nearby. Problem is, when I say there's no dogs nearby, I really mean it. We got all kinds of biomes. Like, these are all within like 300 blocks of our main island, and there is no taiga. Oh, except for over here. But probably there's no dogs here because the way that spawning is... I've never found any dogs over here. Man, we really do have every single biome pretty much. Oh, it's crazy. I got pigs, sheep, no dogs. So I could go explore for a couple of hours and try and find dogs, or I was like, wait a second, maybe there's a different solution here. Does this work? Oh, maybe not. Man, oh, what, this is just on permanently? I did think it glitched at like dawn and dusk, but I didn't think it glitched at noon. Well, we can do this manually, I think. Do you think this could be a bad idea? You maybe don't even remember what this does. It's a magic trick. Structure blocks let us have different sort of zoo scenarios. Yeah, so we got foxes here. And normally we're supposed to be able to swap them with that button, but I guess... Oh, we got an alpha fox? Thanks to Pokemobs. Okay, we don't need an alpha fox. What we need is a fox that trusts us. Now, easiest way to do that is to breed 2 foxes. And then we'll bring this little one with us. Whoops. I have no blocks to block him in. This is gonna have to do, I guess. Yeah, so we're gonna grow him up. Oh, maybe not. Okay, here we go. I was kind of hoping that would be enough. So the way creakings work is they need a player attack, right? Well, what if we're AFK, for example? Well, my thinking is... Can you hit me? I really hope this isn't a bad idea. Oops, I broke too many blocks. So theoretically... No! Trusted foxes will attack things that attack you. And you'll notice the creaking's only attacking me, so it could have worked out really well. I guess it doesn't count as a player attack. I was really hoping. I really want there to be a use for foxes. I've tried it in multiple ways. I even had a command block variant. Ah, come on. He really wants to get him. Come on. Ah. I guess dogs is our only option. I think we're gonna bring this guy with us though. Put a few of these leads to good use, and then... There we go. And now that we've caught him, we should be able to put him on our team. Awesome. You've gotta be joking. He fell down in this hole. Okay, now we really need a dog. I just explored all over the place and I didn't see any dogs, so I'm not super hopeful, but... This is a great example of something we're going to work on later in the episode. Look at that sheep. It's huge, and then this one is absolutely tiny. Like, the extremes. Yes! I was starting to think that this was generated before dogs spawned in taigas. This actually is a great illustration of what is wrong in Pokemobs. Oh yes, we got 2. All right, unsit you. Wow, we're only... Oh, nope, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, we had to go real far away. Oh, they just made a puppy. I didn't even notice. All right, we got 3. Sweet. Now, some of you might laugh because I don't really know how dogs work in this game beyond their mechanics. Like, I've never had a dog pet, so I don't know if you can really fly with Elytra. They must have to be loaded, right? So we gotta go fly back for them. Ah, yes, okay. Oh, that is just so classic. That mountain that I just flew towards, that's actually the opposite way of home. So I gotta fly back this way. Home's actually this way. Oh my goodness, I get so turned around. So look at this. We need to go this way. And the ocean is a little bit too big to cross. You know, these guys aren't gonna be loaded by the time we land over there. And so then I was like, what do we do? But there's something I've always wanted to try. So we're going to give it a shot here. Now you can leash boats now, which, oops, I have not tried leashing boats yet. Is that? Yeah, okay. Boat hitboxes are kind of weird when they're turned. Yeah, it pulls them both. So this should prevent fall damage, I think. Let's make sure this is the right direction. Okay, it is. And then, oh boy, reverse takeoff. I think we have to go kind of slow. Oh, yes. Okay, let's go. No, I lost one already. I lost two. That was really fast. Okay, there's a max speed. Got it. Oh boy, look at this. There's a big creeper and then a really tiny one right next to it. We need to fix that randomization. It is so off. Well, I lost one lead from that first incident. So let's see. We go slow. And then kind of go up and down here. Nah, lost them both like immediately. All right, let's really focus on the slow takeoff this time. Just kind of go down. Oh, why does one come and the other one doesn't? So weird. Boat physics are really weird with leads. They just leap up. That's so funny. No matter how many times I try, one boat always breaks off. But at least we're close to land now, so I guess we can just do it the regular way. And last hop. 3 dogs, all right. All right, so we don't need all of them. So we'll just bring this one guy. Oh boy, this is getting ridiculous. We really need to average that out. That's the next thing we're gonna do. But let's see if this even works in the first place. So we unsit him. Oh, he does not attack when we get attacked. Does he need a path? Yeah, there we go. And it looks like the creaking does not attack him back. Yeah, he totally ignores the dog. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, does it end after a while? And we have to be like, hey, keep attacking the creaking. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it was just a pathfinding problem. Gotcha, gotcha. I broke some blocks. These resin bricks, like, yeah, they just instantly break. That's literally what happened. But yeah, it looks like as long as he can pathfind to it, we can actually probably just stand at the edge. Yeah, so if we just AFK where the creaking can hit us, the dog gets targeted back on him, so we can go fully automatic if we want to. Oh man, this is so much more efficient. I think I managed to get like 2 clumps in a little bit. Yeah, but let's deal with this size thing. This has really been bugging me. It's, I really would like to solve that. Oops, almost forgot. The dog's gonna teleport if he is not in something. There we go. So right now, the Pokemobs size randomizer has an equal weight for all sizes. So a regular size mob is the same chance as a huge one, meaning huge and small creatures are not rare. They just keep showing up everywhere. We want like extra huge guys and extra small guys to be sort of a rare thing that you can find as you explore in the world. Just in case that's not visual enough, I can press this button a few times and you can see they all the heights have equal chances. So what we can do here is we can change this command right here to try and give us more rare numbers at the edges. Now we do have a predicate here that tests for the distribution that we're looking for, this binomial distribution. So how do we turn this binomial predicate into something that gives us a number instead of testing for it? Okay, so I was looking at the wiki page for this, and it is on the page of loot tables. In fact, we can specify a loot table right here. So if we do the same thing, except under roles this time, well, something didn't quite work. They're all the same size. That's not very random. Dropped 3 items. Oh, I forgot to turn the stone off. Yeah. Okay, if we do a function set count 0, I believe. Dropped 3 items. No stone. Excellent. Okay, so we're still getting the output without like the actual items existing. Now we gotta figure out why it's always 3. So if I spam this, what? What if this is the big number and this is the small number? Oh, it always spawns the N? What? Ah, it appears I'm a goof. P stands for probability of success. N is the number of trials, like how many times this thing runs. So if the probability is bigger than 1, it's going to be kind of a useless distribution there. So if we go like, I don't know, probability of 2, but then we run like 10 trials, that should be, yeah, we're mostly getting 2s, 3s, 4s. Once in a while we get 0. I'm going to run this a little bit more and just see. Oh, a 6 showed up twice here, so that's rare. Oh wait, I forgot. The reason that I set this thing up is so we can look at it. So the max size is bigger now, but ignore that for a second. Just look at the relative sizes. Yeah, so there's like one big dude and everyone else is kind of about, I don't know, it's sort of spread. You can sort of see it's like, there's a few of these shorties. Okay, let's go extreme here to really get a sense of what's going on. Let's do like 50 trials. Bam. Everybody's big. Okay, so does that maybe affect the total possible amount? I'm not sure. Let's do 3. Now everybody's small. All right, so at -10, they are basically default height. And in fact, if I run this with -10, you'll notice it tells me it dropped 0 items. So it can't go negative. And I think the number it outputs is basically up to this number, and this is the rarest number. So theoretically what we could do is we could have it output the number, and then half the time, and we'll just use a regular chance for this, we will set it to be negative. Okay, this is looking better. We're getting positives and negatives now. Let's just double check. This guy looks like he's a little bit short. Yep, -0.25. And I believe this guy, oh, he's the exact reverse. Yeah, that's the one thing about doing it this way is it's actually giving them similar numbers. Unless we pump this number up to like 100 and reduce this, but I don't know if we really want this many calculations. And honestly, it might not even look that different just because it's finer grain. Oh, but yeah, like 1.875 and -0.205. So it's a little bit better. I didn't really notice any performance difference. When we put the whole thing on, who knows? So the next and hopefully final step here is we want them to be most common at 0. So I think what we want to do for that is pretty simple. It's at 0.8 right now. I think if we just do 0.1, and hopefully this isn't too low of a chance, but yeah, a lot of regular looking snow golems with just very slight differences. Look at this. That's what happens if it runs multiple times on repeat. I'm not noticing any extreme values, and we do still want extreme values. We just mostly want them to be normal. Oh, I think I just saw him go like extreme. Yeah, so that should be pretty decent. Like for the most part, the snow golem's head is staying like right here, which is about normal size. But then you saw there was one that like kind of went up. And then I think there's like one that goes down. But they seem rare, which is what we want. So I think we can actually integrate this. All right, let's reload this and we should. Yeah, this removes the tag that normally controls the scale. It's definitely primarily staying around the same height, although we could almost go with 0.25 because we're using 0.3 here. The lower this is, the more often it will pick 0, which will be just the default height of snow golems, but also the less it will get the extreme numbers. So it's kind of a balance. This isn't terrible. Let me know your thoughts on it. Should we shift it to more extremes or should we shift it to more normals? Ooh, there we got a kind of a big guy over here. Actually, two sort of. Oh wow, that's only 0.175. See, that's the thing is like the scale, like even when it changes just a little bit, it's noticeable. Anyway, okay, I've been dying to do that for a long time. Yeah. Okay, I couldn't resist. I had to refine it a little bit further. So I did something here that will skew it towards 0 while also giving us a better chance for increase. Basically, it sort of squashes the binomial distribution. It's actually realistically possible to hit the max number now. The way we had it before, I calculated it. When this was 0.3, there was a 1 in 170,000 chance to get the max height. And that's not even, you know, the alpha. Speaking of alphas, we're going to need to reduce. So alphas are a 1 in 100 chance, and our regular guys can hit max height in anywhere from 1 in 6,000 chance to, you know, 0%, basically just 0. But that is an even distribution here. All that to say, this should probably at least be a 1 in 1,000 chance because basically they both can combo, so there is some rarity. Even within alphas, you'll notice the alpha's size changes still. So basically it's like a 1 in 6,000 times 1 in 1,000 chance to get an actual maximum height creature. So that way alphas aren't too rare and there is still some collectability within the alphas. Anyway, now when we see like a tiny guy, it's actually going to be like something special. And hopefully the same with an alpha. All right, let's move on to the next thing. That's a lot of numbers and graphs. So for our last thing, we're going to just chill out with some building. Some sort of special building. And I want a lot of glass bottles here. So let's go ahead, store XP. And then we're going to turn these empty bottles into XP bottles. Ah, yeah. Man, that eats up XP. Only a stack and a half from all that. Wow. Okay, I guess I don't have as much as I thought. Ah, there it is. The Blockswapper 9000. Oh. Oh no. Well, that could have been bad. Yeah, so the Blockswapper 9000. How do we stop this? Well, normally it works like a charm. You can swap out blocks just by selecting them, but I guess if there's no block there, it can't select it. And apparently I can't place a block there. Oh well. Anyway, so we're going to use this to swap out some blocks here. So all I have to do is swap these to my offhand and shift, I believe. And there we go. So we have this warped versus crimson thing going on here. So we want to integrate some patches of both. I mean, mostly it's warped, but obviously we are already including... Oh, like even here, I actually had already placed some crimson. So maybe we should actually swap these to be crimson. Oh yeah, and then we can start integrating it with this area. Okay. And replace. Ooh, only 6 left. Oh wow, I'm gonna need to farm some of these up. Grow some of these. And then we just go to town. Now that's a pretty nice haul. Some of these warp blocks were here before, but most of them weren't. Oh, that was close. 7 durability. So that's why we have the bottles of enchanting. Excellent. Oh, we have a problem here. I'm losing health really fast. I just got my items back not that long ago. I really don't want to have to recraft an axe. And there's lava pouring down. Yeah, so this is like a too high area here, so we can't really like swim up and get up on a block. And because this is all fungus, I can't drill through it really quickly to get away from the lava either. I was gonna try and go down this way, but I don't think I can get there in time. But I guess if I do get down there, then some of my items might splat away from the lava. I think what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and place a block here, because that's the source of the lava, and then we swim this way. All right, let's see what happens. Wait! I didn't even think of putting the blocks like that. Let's go this way, maybe. I think there's regen. Haha! Look at that. Let's go. What in the world? Why is my score negative 99,000? Oh, I'm back here. You know, I heard a saying the other day. It was from, I think they were fencing people. Anyway, what they said is fast isn't fast, smooth is fast. And smart isn't smart, calm is smart. And that's what just happened here. Calm was the solution there. Anyways, I just thought that saying was really insightful. I didn't expect to have to use it so soon, but it worked out, I guess. And let's just take a very calm approach. There we go. If you're curious what happened there, I can actually reproduce it really easy. It's a bug with this thing where if you, here, let's break this. It's a falling block that you're looking at. And so when you replace it, it's supposed to land on an invisible barrier block. But if it can't put the invisible barrier block right here, then it just falls like you saw. If there's nothing underneath it, it replaces it just fine. It actually puts a barrier block, it falls onto it, and then, yeah, cleans everything up. In that case, though, it revealed some lava. That was a little bit rough. Well, this actually segues quite nicely. So I've finished a lot of this area now. We're probably going to tear these down at the end of the episode, I'm guessing. And I was going to tear this down too, but then I was like, hey, wait a second. It'd actually be kind of cool to have like a little walkway up above like this. You know, potentially we could extend it into make like a room there, you know, have 2 layers to this if we need expansion in the future, and it'll just look cool in the meantime, I'm thinking. Assuming we can make something that looks cool, which I don't know if I can do that, but we're going to give it a shot. I might try. So I like the bamboo, and there's going to be a lot less bamboo once we start tearing down these scaffolding. In fact, should this be a bamboo bridge or should it be like a warped fungal connection? Oh, check this out. I was getting bamboo and we can see our binomial distribution. They're mostly average height, but there's just slight variations, and every so often we'll get one that's a lot shorter. But they're all still fairly close to normal. There's no like extremely tiny ones, unless we were to get really lucky. Well, we don't have a lot of bamboo, but I'm thinking we can actually combine both of them. So what if we go with sort of the imaginary fence idea that we have? Kind of like that. It'll also match our bridges over here. Yeah, it's not terrible. I feel like it needs more fungus. Oh, you know what it needs? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Genius move right here, hopefully. Let's make it look like there's sort of some like strand of fungus. Actually, we might as well make a few of them. And we'll even have a red one connect here. Although if we have the red connect, I'm gonna have it infect a little bit. Gum up the underside a little bit. Just have a little bit of dripping. And look at that, we have a bridge. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the strands are definitely a good idea. Oh, that's really funky. It like blends into the background. Weird. Well, I definitely like that. That is awesome. Well, would you look at this? The main area is finally finished. These scaffolding have been here for so long. I don't even know how long. It feels so good to break them down. We actually got dogs today. And we made average heights more common for Pokemobs. These guys got their heights before that, but you know. The binomials are definitely an improvement on the old way. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm really glad we got to kind of do something chill, and I'm super happy to have all of the Nether hub finished in this main area. That is something I've been meaning to do for so long. Oh, it just looks so much cleaner now. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, later.